Hey crafters, it's me, Jen Evers with Quality Crafts. And check out the desk. Today we are going to do a really cool technique using some different kind of stuff to make colors pop on a black background. So technically this is the start of a new series. This is number 1. Welcome to everyone who's new. This is going to be super fun. Like, I'm going to make mistakes along the way. We're going to try new things, different colors, that kind of stuff. This is called Techniques Using Dark Cardstock for Card Making. And this one is going to be specifically focused on black cardstock. Today, 2 different techniques. One, the white embossing with the alcohol marker on top. That's how I made this bright popping card. And then the other one is a gold, as you can see around here. And then we'll be painting on some oxides and some distress inks and whatever kind of inks that you have. And I'll show you a couple different ways to do this. So you can use white embossing powder to do your sentiments, or you can use a white gel pen. I've got all the stuff that I'm going to use here today. Versamark, a heat gun, not sure. I don't think I'm missing much. Now use whatever floral or whatever kind of stamps you want from your stash. You don't need to go out and buy any. I'm sure you've got tons of flowers and stuff. I used this one and the little centers for some of my flowers, and then I used this one for another one of my flowers. These are 2 stamp sets that this one I looked for. You can no longer get it. I can't find it anywhere. And this one is just, I bought it this way. What does it say on the bottom? Scrappy Cat. I didn't look that one up yet, but I think I used it before and didn't find it successfully. But let's get started. I've got 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock cut down into 4, just in case we get to making that many. But we're going to start with 2 for sure. And so the first one I'm going to start out with is doing these that are gold embossed and then painted. And you'll notice on these in the middle there's a little bit of stickles on the center to give it a little bit of a glitz. And these teeny tiny centers I did with a white gel pen just to make them pop a little bit more. So I've got several different colors on here. Let's get started on that. So gold embossing powder. Always use the fine if you can find it. It just works out so much better to use fine or super fine embossing powder. Hey guys, so who do we got here today? Barbara and Jane and Lori. Oh, Lori, you woke up. Good for you. Sarika, Janice. Hi, Janice. Welcome. Monica. Oh, and there's going to be more trickling in here, so let's go ahead and set this up. I don't have this one in a container, but most of the time, and I highly recommend you put your embossing powders in containers like this. It just really, really helps. Versamark ink and your stamp. So we're starting out with this one. Let me go ahead and move some of this out of the way. My markers to the side. I even have, look at this, I even have a mask sitting in here. When I use some of my stamps, I make masks so I have them in case I use them again. So you can make flowers look like they're sitting behind. It's really cool. Maybe I'll show you how to do that. Maybe I'll do that today since we've got time. Alright. It has been a super exciting day. If you guys aren't a patron, you're going to want to join patreon.com/qualitycrafts because I did an exclusive video today and it was so fun. Woo! Alright, I've got one stamped, and when I put the powder on, you'll be able to see where it's at. Awesome. I didn't use my embossing buddies, and I should. Oh my gosh, when you're using black paper, use your embossing buddy. This is mine. It's a little baby sock, and I just have talc powder in it. Baby powder, if you will. Put in whatever you feel comfortable putting in. I'll put another flower over the top of that one, but first I have to emboss this one so the powder doesn't go flying and I can get another one stamped out. Now when I get to that point and there's a little bit left in the crevice, I just flick it over a garbage can so I can reuse it. Alright, let's go ahead and heat set that one. This is what my heat gun looks like in case you're curious. Thought for a second I was melting the tip of my gun, but I think it was just that way. Monica, Arrow Mama, Rosie, Barb, hello guys! Happy Friday! Oh, look at that go. Look at that go. Change to gold. Never get sick of that. Never ever get sick of that. How about you guys? So let's try out that little mask, shall we? Let's see if I can get this to go the right way. Cool that off a little bit so I don't smash it. Okay, so you put your mask on, then you dip your stamp again, and you can put it off to the side here like this. And then you've got another one. It'll look like it's behind there. Let me go ahead and put the embossing powder on. See that? So cool. Let me go ahead and just wipe this stuff off of here. If you've got a little, turn camera on, turn brain off sometimes. Sometimes it just goes that way. Go ahead and, what do I want to say? Use a little, brush, paintbrush. I almost said toothbrush. Use a toothbrush if you got it. That's all you got. Let's do one more because that was just too much fun. Now we're going to have one on the other side. Oh, still warm. Uh-oh, did I not? There we go. Need to flip that around so I can see what I'm doing. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. Move that mask out of my way. I didn't get rid of that powder this time. I just shut the paper. If you're not going to cover it, make darn sure that, see, do you see that? Because that's where I've been touching it with my fingers. You get your finger marks and everything all over that. Here, I'll use a paintbrush like I said. Ooh, and I've got one right in the middle of that flower. That's no good. Let's do something about that. Let's go ahead and wipe this off completely. Okay, we can still save that. Let's just cover that up here. Use our embossing buddy to mask off all those oils that I just put all over that. You can see where the flower is. I'll try my best to get it loaded right back on top where it was. So I'm gonna make sure that I've got the right, we turned it this way, didn't we? I should be able to get it close. It might not be perfect. Let's just make sure that we're not going to get any more. We don't want it to double stick. It may, but let me just see how close I can get. Oops, where's my mask? Silly girl. Gotta have your mask on. There it is. Okay. Let's see if we can't get this lined up. Oh, did we do it? Oh, we're super close. It wasn't perfect. Let's see how it turns out. Oh, I spilled my bottle. Oh, it's still stuck. Look at that. Even though I put the powder on it, doubled up. Oh, that stinker. I could go in with a fine brush and brush that out, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna go with it and just emboss it exactly the way it is. And I'm gonna get the rest of this spill that I did off of there quick. Save my powder. Flick off the rest. Alright, move this guy out of the way. And we will go ahead and emboss him anyways. Hi, Christina. if nothing else, we'll have a double super unique flower on that side. And let's see, I'm going to use this brush. Nope, not going to work. It's not hardly bristle enough. I'm going to use a napkin to wipe off that powder. Ooh, it kind of makes your eye go buggy, doesn't it? You can still see where I put my fingers, my greasy old fingers. All right, we're going to go ahead and use this one. And we'll probably make it into a card, even though we've got that double. We can always cut around them, right? There's always fussy cutting, which I totally love. Yes, Susan, give us a thumbs up if you're enjoying this video. This is going to be so cool. Okay, one of the things that you can do is use a very, very light, I'm going to use oxides. And I'm probably going to use distress inks as well. It's something like antique linen, because this is going to look almost white on the black. So let me show you what I'm going to do. This is just a regular water pen. I don't really use the water that's in the barrel. I just kind of dip it into my rinse well. I have my markers over, and I'm hoping you can maybe see the little bit of the rinse well here. Okay. And here is my Lawn Fawn chamois. It's semi-dry already. Oopsies. I lost my stamp. Let me just grab that. There we go. So I just get it wet, but I wipe it off just so it's damp. It doesn't have to be super, super wet. And I always go to the corner so I don't get a lot of water in my whole stamp. Stamp like, you know, sponge. And then I just start coloring it on. I wish with the Keo razor that I could move this in and out for you. Unfortunately, my bad, I should have researched it. It's an awesome camera and I love it. But you can't, there's no way to use focus or anything. So do you see how that's going on almost white? You don't have to do this first, but the colors will pop a little bit more if there's white behind it. And from what I've learned, pigment inks, which take forever to dry, by the way, like a white pigment ink, that works too. But I'm impatient. And if you notice with the one that I just started with, this one right here, it's already starting to look lighter. And you can do the flick, you know, and whatever. I'm just showing you don't have to be a total professional. You can be a complete beginner and still do this. I'm just scribbling. That's all I'm doing. Now, if you want that to be a lighter, brighter layer, you can go back in with that white and do it again. Do you notice the difference in that? Look at that. It's going to keep drying lighter, but you can build on that color. Wahoo! We're going to add some color too. We're not just going to leave it white, unless that's what you're going for. If it's not working for you, add a touch bit more water, but don't get it so waterlogged that you're adding tons of water to your oxide pad, because that you don't want. You don't want to ruin your pad. So it's almost not even, my pad's so juicy because it's so new that I don't need a lot of water. Hardly any, really. So there we go. It's already starting to pop off that page. Isn't that gorgeous? So fun! Let me bring it up. It is going to continually dry lighter. So you can move on to the next flower if you want to let that dry. I'm going to go ahead and move on to my next flower. And I'm going to start with a light pink. I'm going to start with worn lipstick. Ooh, I am just all over the place today. Moving all my stuff. Worn lipstick. This is like coloring, but just relaxing, you know, like you don't have to be perfect, but it's just fun. Just hang out and do this. And I love these oxides. I'm just crazy over them. If it were up to me, you guys would all run out and fill your carts with oxide inks. Because it's amazing. You know what? I used to do a koala dance when we hit like 50 and 60 viewers, but it's been a while since we've gotten that high of a view count. But I'm still willing to rock it out if you are. So feel free to share this video while we're watching so that your friends know where you're at. So look at that. I just kept adding layers. Ooh, this is almost starting to look blue now, bluish green, even though it was white in the beginning. Maybe from soaking up some of that black. That looks really cool. So let's try, now that that's pretty much dry. It dries really fast, I think. Let's go ahead and add a blue. Like, I love blue and purple together, so we're going to do like Salty Ocean. Actually, I really like this one only because the name is so awesome. Mermaid Lagoon. Like, who doesn't love that? I'm starting to get, like, feeling back to my old self. Thanks for noticing, Pam. Okay, let's wipe this off and do a little blue on that white. Oh, look at that, look at that. Oh, and it is looking more green. Check it out. It's looking like, instead of looking like Mermaid Lagoon, it's looking like peacock feathers. Ooh. Science in the making. I never really liked science growing up, but you know, this kind of science, I'm all about it. Check it out! That's so cool! Alright, I'm going to show you another little thing that I noticed when I was doing this kind of stuff. And that is, notice when I put down this worn lipstick, right? Let's do Picked Raspberries, which is darker. And let me show you the difference. This is an oxide pink raspberry. Picked raspberry, I'm sorry, not pink raspberry. Picked raspberry. Alright. And this one is Picked Raspberry in the Distress. Do you see the difference? Like, holy baloney. This one is super dark. So I'm going to skip this one. And I'm going to go in with one of these. This one is Picked Raspberry Distress Ink. It is not an oxide. And I am going to pounce that darker color over the top of the pink that we started with. And I'm going to try, without adding a lot of water, to pounce my brush on there, just tap, 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 so that I can dot, dot, dot that color in there. Just dab it on, that's all I'm doing. Just tap, tap, tap. And then as I see it dry behind me in the leaf, the petal behind me, not the leaf, I'm going to go back and add some more and just keep building that color layer. Oh, so fun! If you don't have these, get yourself some. Oh, you won't regret it. I have them linked below in the description box below, of course. Do you see how I'm getting some of that oxide on there? I don't worry about that. I can wipe that off later with a wet wipe or whatever. So if you want to, if you're worried, just stick to one little tiny corner and it won't be any big deal. I'm just going to keep adding that color. I want that to be super dark. It pops. The more color you add, the more it pops. Alright. Do you see the difference in that? Oh, so pretty. Let's add some blue. No, purple. Let's add some purple to the blue and see how that turns out. Now this one is an oxide. You can pretty much tell because they look really chalky and lovely and they're just awesome. Penny is okay. She's out visiting her mother. Thanks for asking. I'll let her know you guys were checking in on her. Yeah, she's out visiting her mother. She'll be home sometime this weekend, hopefully. Oh, purple and blue is always so pretty. It's almost looking like a pink. But it's definitely purple compared to the flower that's next to it. So I'm okay with that. Okay, let me lift it up and show you a little bit of that purple. Not too dark, right? I'm going to switch from this one, which was an oxide. Let me just stack my oxides here. And get my purple. You know what? It's a little one. I gotta go grab it. It's one thing I have to work out, you guys. I would really like to have all of my teeny tiny ones close by me too, and right now I just don't. This is a purple distress, and so it's going to be darker than that oxide, and that's why I went for it. And if you miss, if you're being sloppy like me and you miss, it'll just disappear into the black background. It's no big deal. See that? Okay, so let's just leave Mr. Bratty Brat Double Face alone for a second and get out a little bit of yellow. Let's see, I want squeezed lemon. That should be super bright. Get some yellow in the inside and make this pop even more. Thanks, Lori. She says, thumbs up, everyone. Thumbs it up. Oop, too much water. You can tell because the color just kind of went. You can paint it in. You can, you know, dab it in. Whatever works for you. I feel like that got super, super wet, so I'm going to add a bunch more yellow if I can. This isn't drying fast enough for me. I'm going to go ahead and use my other heater. This one's not, you can emboss with this one, don't get me wrong, but this is the one that's really quiet. It doesn't blow your crap everywhere. And it's just a gentle, hot heat to melt things where they stand. I love it. I never used to have one. I never thought there was any reason to have one. And then after I got it, I was like, how did I not have this before? It's so cool. Now do you see the yellow popping more? That I dried that and added another layer. Woo! Look it! Woo! So pretty. Alright. We gotta add, I'm gonna show you the white gel pen. I'm gonna touch that to the centers. Those little teeny centers. Doesn't take much because they're so little. They're just teeny. But even that tiny little bit of white pops, doesn't it? You can put in other little things too. Let's say, maybe I just want to put in a couple of like lines going out. That's pretty. I didn't do this on the other one. I really like the look of it. I'm kind of just going for where there's naturally a bump. Check that out. Look at that! Oh, you guys, I just love doing this. And I love hanging out with you guys. Especially when I feel good. I feel good. No, 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 no. I knew that I would now. Wish I could play some like real music for you guys, but you know, but then they're like, you can't have that video up. So, I can't. Alright, let's see, what should we put in there? Because I want to cut these out and make a card for you. I don't want to do another yellow. I want to do something a little different. Maybe orange. 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 Carved pumpkin. How's that? Sounds good. Carved pumpkin. Ta-da. Now, even if you don't really dig like what I'm doing, it's okay. We all have our own style, right? So you're gonna take the technique and make it your own and do it with your own colors in your own way. You know, because maybe you like Halloween and spooky things. Maybe, you know, you like goth. I don't know what you're into. You gotta do what you gotta do. Me, I like bright and bold. As you guys have mostly seen. Bright and bold floats my boat. And now I'm going to add a bunch more orange so that hopefully shows up more. This is chalky and it does dry lighter. Do you see on the other side that yellow is pale again? Let me just see if I can't trick that camera into, there we go. But when you look at it super up close, it kind of starts to get boring, but when you move it back and you put it on a card and you see it all together, it looks amazing! Ugh! Okay. Let's do my favorite thing in the whole world. Fussy cut, fussy cut. With these awesome little snippers. You guys, I am super excited about the garage sale tomorrow. I hope a ton of you guys are going to come because I have a 50-cent bin. Yes, I know I told Lori I was not going to go and do the 50-cent bin, but I did. The $1 bin, the $2 bin, the $3 bin, $5 bin, and I don't know what's going to go on from there because that's basically where I'm at right now. There's going to be some stamps, some Stampin' Up stuff, some adhesives. There's going to be, what else? Sentiments and animals and what other kind of stuff do I have? Oh my gosh, it's like Christmas in here, you guys. It's going to be at 1 p.m. I had it originally scheduled for 10, and then I realized, you know, there's a bunch of people that are earlier than we are. And I wanted them to be able to attend and not be all red-eyed and trying to wake up, you know, and spending money they didn't have. So I moved it to 1. That, and it's also a selfish reason because I'll have a little bit more time to hang out with Lori and get things situated. She's going to help me this time. Like, I've always done this on my own. But Lori lives nearby, so she's going to come over and help me keep track of it. And so I'm super appreciative of the help. Let me tell you. Pricing is also really hard when you're pricing it all on your own with no input. You know, because I have to make some money off of what I purchase stuff for, but I don't want to make it so high that people don't feel like they're getting a good deal. You know, I love a good deal. Who doesn't love a good deal? Show up tomorrow because we got some good deals. And this isn't going to be the only one we do because I have so much more stuff than you're even going to see tomorrow. I'm swimming in it, people. Swimming in it. Woo, look at that. Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. Now, the whole point was to do something on black cardstock. So we are going to put it on black cardstock. I'm going to go ahead and make myself here a... You know what? I think I want a color. Let me show you the card that I originally made, and it was this one right here. And so I have the card base, which is white, so I have some place to write on the inside. And then I did a colored and a white background to pop them up. So I am going to do another white one, and then I'll have to pick a color. So a color that would make this pop, I'm thinking like either like a teal blue or maybe a yellow. You guys chat amongst yourselves and decide what you think. Hi, Connie. Rosa, who else? There's a couple other people that snuck in here and I didn't see who they were. Gail Robbins, are you new? It's Huntress Habits. I like shiny too. if I missed you, I apologize. I didn't try on purpose to miss anybody. Where is my... There it is. Alright, I'm going to go get a color. Did you guys decide? Yellow? Alright, yellow it is. Yellow will be perfect. Ooh, it just so happened that I picked kind of a goldish yellow. I think that'll be okay though. So that one's going to be, this is a nice cardstock, super heavy. So this one is going to be the full size. And then we're going to cut down the white one to quarter inch off. So 4 by 5 1/4. Right, and that should leave a nice little yellow. And then we have to do the next black. You know what, I'm going to use one of the ones that I already have cut. That is, if I can actually find it. And that one is going to be a 1/2 inch off, so 3 3/4 by 5. That should be correct. Let's check it out. Oh, look, it did. It worked out. Okay. Let's get this put down. And we're looking good on time. Yes. Wow. All right, where is my opening? All right. I just want to make sure that I cover up the top, because if it's short on the opening side, I can always chop that off. Does everybody have like the 4th of July and days around that off this year? Well, hello, John. We're glad to have you along, too. Everyone is welcome. All right. Hence why I say hey, crafters, and never hey, ladies, because you never know. And we've got children that watch, too. There's our dark cardstock. And you can do all kinds of fancy things too. I'm just doing a basic layered card to show you how this is done. Look at that! So pretty. Pictures of what? Somebody's yelling pictures, Jen, at me. Oh yeah, Lori, I'm not taking pictures while I'm live. That's crazy. Ain't nobody got time for that. You'll get your pictures. I'll make sure of it. If you guys didn't know, I talk funny to Lori sometimes like that because she is our blog writer, if you didn't know that. Whoop, go Lori. Go Lori. Okay, how do we want to do this? Do we want to... I want to do it sideways. Look at that! Oh my gosh, that's so pretty just the way it is. I don't even want to touch it. I don't want to touch it. Oh, I gotta do that part. Awesome. I may add some leaves onto this one, but for time's sake, let's move on to the next one. Because the next one's going to go really fast. Super cute. Let's see, where am I at here? I'm going to be doing, where's my other card? Right in front of my face. This one. Poppity pow! Look at that color. Yes. All right, let's get to it. We need a white base. And to 4 1/4. Okay. You don't want it to be around size. Oh, and you know what? We can move the rinse well out of the way. And what, does you guys want to watch me flush the rinse well toilet? And then clean water comes in. Hear it? It's awesome. If you don't have one of those, I'm pretty sure I linked that below as well. Super inexpensive for all the things that you can do with it, and I wouldn't be without it. Move some stuff out of the way here. We are going to go ahead and use another black here, and different flowers this time. So we're going to be using this set, and I'll probably stick with some of the ones that I used before. You want something that's solid, so you've got something to color on. If you pick an outline stamp, this one might look kind of cool, just because a little pop of color with all that black in between might be kind of neat. But I'm just looking. Thanks, Raggedy. How did you sneak in Sarika? Hi, Val. You missed... Oh, I missed your video? Which one, Val? Which video did you miss? Because we're still live right now this minute that I'm reading your comment. I'm going to put a dot in the middle of this too, so we've got even more to color. So what I was saying was, make sure that you've got like a solid stamp if you want more color. If you use an outline stamp, it's going to be kind of tough. Okay, so we're shooting for something like this. Although I think that I'm probably going to go like across instead this time, like we did on that other one. Let's mix it up, shall we? We don't want everything the same. So I'm going to put one here. And then I'm going to put one going off the sides. Okay. And then, where's my little guy? There he is. Give him a little center. And if you put him off center, that looks really awesome too. So I don't worry about whether or not I'm like right dead center. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Do you see how these are not dead center? It adds so much character to your card when they're not dead center. Be willing to take risks and make mistakes, because sometimes it looks even cooler. All right. And then this should stay wet for a good long time. Where's the other one that I wanted to do? What did I do last time? This one? Yeah, I think so. Pretty sure it was this one. So let's go ahead and take this one off, ink this one up, and do a couple of these in between. One there. Oh, let's put them up there. There. And then we can do something else with the rest of the card. But this will be our like focal point, right? And this we're doing white. So I will pull out the box that I have the white in. And we're going to make this all white. And you know what? I should have used my embossing buddy, and I didn't again. I'm so good at forgetting that stuff. You know, if you can't be good at it. And I am super good at forgetting. But we lucked out. If you've touched your paper a lot with your greasy hands like I did on that last one, you saw what happens. I didn't do too bad this time. I can just go in with a little paintbrush here and just get rid of, you know, a couple of things. And the other thing is, too, this does not have to be stark perfect, right? Because it's handmade. I don't know if anybody, even people who also do the same craft, where they look at your card and go, oh, well, did you notice that you have like 56 or, no, 63 different spots there that shouldn't be? No, nobody's going to say anything about it. They're going to be so enamored by your genius. It'll be okay. Remember the embossing buddy, Sarika? I wasn't reading. I'm sorry. Girly, thank you for helping me. Let's see. Whoa, look at it go. And you don't have to shake it back and forth. Just chase the magic. Just chase it. Just follow where it goes. And when it moves, move your gun. Woo! That even looks cool in black and white. If you have to do a black and white card, this is really a cool idea too. Check it out. Ooh. And then we don't even have to use all this stuff here. I can put all my inks away because we are going to be using markers. Now, not water-based markers, so you can't just use any old set you have. They have to be alcohol ink markers so that they stain the top of that embossing powder. It's not porous once it's heated. So if you use a regular wet marker, it's just going to kind of slide around and then wipe off onto your finger and everything else. So don't do that. I'm going to use my Ohuhu markers today. Some are called Sioux Color and some are called Ohuhu. They're the exact same thing and they're only like 50 cents a marker. So if you're looking for these, check out my link to Amazon. I do affiliate with them. I have my affiliate everything right in the description box below. So you know that that's one way that I make money for my channel so that I can be here for y'all. I have a lot of southern friends, I guess. Anyway, if you're looking for really inexpensive alcohol markers, these are it. And they're just like Spectrum Noirs, and I love them. So these are kind of like markers where you can go and buy them, figure out what colors you really love, you know, and then use those because you won't feel guilty about what you spent on them because they're so inexpensive. And then you can buy another set when they dry out because so right now you can get 80 of them for like 35 bucks. Can't go wrong. I am going to go yellow on the insides. Oh, and always pick like a shade, 2 or 3 shades darker than what you want because it's still not going to show up as dark as you think it will. And I think you can do a little bit of color building, but I don't know how much. So there's a nice yellow. Yeah, you like it when I use y'all? I'm not Southern, I'm a Wisconsin girl, but you know, why not? Let's see, I'm going to try not, well, these are all the same colors that I used in my other flowers, so maybe we'll just switch it around. I'll go ahead and do some purple in this one. And I'm like being so careful, right? I'm like being like the ultimate artist here. No, you don't have to. This is another one where you beginners can look like fabulously practiced artists because all you have to know how to do is draw a couple lines and that's it. Check it out. Ooh, that purple is really stunning, isn't it? Stunning! Let's do blue with the purple because that's my favorite. I'm going to try to hit in between those, hit some more of that white space so we don't have it all combined. Oh, it's marvelous, isn't it? Oh, look at that. Oh. And even when you don't get the lines right, that imperfection looks cool too. Check it out. Oh my gosh, you like this one better than the first one even, I think. Yay! Alright, you can do leaves and stuff too. Maybe we'll add some leaves when we're done here. I probably should have done that. Now let's do some major yellow on here. See me scribble? See me not being like totally careful to hit in between there? I'm just using the big, what do you call it, chisel end. Chisel the fadizzle out of it. And then I'm going to add some red. Oh yeah. When it goes over that yellow, it's going to look a little bit more orangey, which is kind of what I'm going for. Look at that. Look. Bam. Pops right off of there. Yes. Ooh, baby, that rocks. Thanks, Lori. So pretty. Okay, let's add some leaves because I haven't done that. I'm going to get this stamp put away. Oops. Make sure I keep that in there. Do I have any leaves on here? Oh, I have those leaves, but they're not very fun. Okay. Let me get leaves from another set. Oh, my voice is going. Knock it off, voice. I feel better. You can't take me down with you. Ooh, we hit 33 watchers. I'll do the little koala dance for the 33 people that are awesome. And then, where am I going to put these? Let's just put them right here. Yeah, that looks good. And I need a leaf. So let me see if I can find some leaves here. We kind of need a leaf that's all filled in. Of course, I didn't look this up ahead of time because I wasn't thinking I was going to do that. Where are my flowers? Huh. I thought my Made It flowers were right in the front. I was so sure I would have bet you on it. And I'm not a betting gal. Oh, here's one. There's one. Alright, we'll use that one because I can't find the other one. It's all good. That leaf is going to be perfect. I show 33, Sarika. I don't know how many you show on your end, girlfriend. Let me know. But we used to get like 60. Whoa! Go, Arrow Mama. Do the koala dance. You can call it the Jen dance if you want, though. I don't mind. Okay. Back to our Versamark. I'm going to throw some leaves in here. Yeah, just wherever you feel like it. I don't know. That looks good. Let's go with that. Oh, darn it. I forgot to use the stinking sock again. Ah, shootski. Sarika, where are you, girl? You need to be here backhanding me when I forget that stuff. Ah, darn. Hopefully it won't be too bad. Oh, you can see my fingy marks. I think it'll be okay. We might be able to work with that. Okay. I think we can work with that here. There's just a few spots. Good enough. It's like my paintbrush is like my gun. My aim is true, and my art is all. Whoa, somebody! Whoa, Sandy Swanson, thank you so much. I love that little noise. It scares me and excites me at the same time. Thank you, girlfriend. So if you see a little teal box there with Sandy Swanson's name in it, she did a one-time pledge to the channel for $2. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, girl. Okay, now we can make the magic happen with the greens. Let me go grab another green because this one's not going to be the only one. It will be lonely. Remember how I said go a little bit darker than what you think it's going to be, just in case. The yellow didn't stand out as much as I thought it would. Let's go ahead and try this green. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, I like that. Oh my goodness. Check it out. Thanks, Connie. And now I'm just adding some, I don't know what you call them. Leaf lines. Leaf lines? Yeah. Just, you know, real sloppy like, because it doesn't really matter. Let's try a darker one too. Oh. Ooh, I like that. We'll just go right over the top of those other ones. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. Just, you know, flick it out there, guys. Flick it. Oh, look how pretty. That's amazing. I just love this technique. So 2 techniques, right? We got to make a card out of this. We got time? Oh, yeah, we got time. Yes, we got time, girls. We got time, guys. We got time, children. Oh, we're going to cut this down a little bit. Yes, we are. By about 1/4 inch. Maybe 1/2 inch. Yeah, 1/2 inch. 1/2 inch, and then, well, let's see how that looks. Yeah. And orange. Do I have orange around? I think I do. Hold on. I think I put a piece of orange in here. Oh, I did, but I embossed it. I want to share that another time. Not today. Alright, so let's do this. Say, okay, I don't have the color of cardstock that I need. Boo-hoo, woe is me, right? No, not woe is me. We're not even going to use an extra piece of paper. We're going to take this piece of paper, get one of our old cruddy pieces of paper, and we just need, longer than that, we just need a little bit at the top and the bottom. Do you see this? Right? And I want to do like an orangey red, an orangish red, I don't know, let's see. Let's just do candied apple. I think that'll look nice. And if we have to add a little yellow to make it look a little bit more orange, we can do that too. So I don't have the paper that I want, no big deal. I have another piece of paper. I have to mark this out because I can't do this without marking it. I want some of that white to show. I don't want the whole thing to be red. So I'm going to put this on here, and I'm going to draw a little pencil mark where the edge of that is, because once I glue it down, you're not going to see it anyway. Okay? And then I'm going to go ahead and put this paper. Oh, I know. I got some stuff for this. And I never use it. Post-it. This is supposed to come off your paper, so it had better do its job. Alright, I'm going to cut this because we don't need, we just need, I just said nude. We just need 2 straight edges. So, 1 straight edge here to make sure that we've got some white underneath there left, and then a little bit on that straight edge. Dun, 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 dun. Candy apple, here we go. Just scooch it along. Shoop, shoop, shoop. Alright, let's peel it up. Oh, look at that. It came right off. I'm so impressed. Let's go ahead and put it on this other side because we're going to do this side too. I hope you can do a second shot with it because, like I said, I don't use this very often. I just need to press it down a little bit. Let's check this out. Oh, look at that white! Whoa! This is so amazing! It's amazing. Give me a thumbs up. Tomorrow's your 16th wedding? Oh my goodness. You've been married that many times? I'm so sorry. Oh, anniversary. It's on the second line. Congratulations, Susan Baker. Whoop, whoop. You made it that long with one person. Bless your heart. Happy anniversary to you and your hubby and your family. Happy anniversary to you and your hubby. Okay, let's pull this off here. Wow. Oh my gosh. This was so fun. I'm going to have to do this again, like many times over. And then you can just toss this in the garbaggio. How fun was that? And we got the color we wanted. And it matchy matches everything. Oh my goodness. Sometimes Fridays are awesome. Not sometimes, always. Even when you have the summer off, Fridays are still stinking awesome. I still have that old tape in here and my old sticky little thing, so sometimes I have to adjust this. Don't worry about that. Yours should probably not ever do that. But if it does, you know, you saw, takes what, 2 seconds to just fix it and move on. And now, the magic, we have to make this line up. Oh. And you know what? Let's say, oh, but Jen, look, you didn't line up. I can see a little bit of white there. Well, then I can always go in with my black marker and just go along the edge of this paper. Watch. And the black marker covered up the white. Oh, nobody can see the white now. Check it out. The white is fully gone. Yes! Great idea. Great idea, Jen. Genius. I know. Thank you. You're welcome. Look at it. Look at that! Oh my gosh, I love it. So many cards this week. So much love going on. Let me get this out of the way. You guys, don't forget to come at 1 o'clock tomorrow for the garage sale. I am so excited. There's stuff everywhere in here. Oh, it's going to be cool. It's going to be my best one ever. I'm going to pull out the other cards here. Here are the ones that we originally started with. And then went, we're going to make these today. And did we make these? Yes, we did. Check it out. Where's this one fold at? There we go, the bottom. We did them sideways. 2 sideways cards. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh, I just love this stuff. So if you have an ATG gun like mine, I do sell those for $2 a roll at qualitycrafts.com. There's my plug. There's my store plug for the day. Good evening from WPRK. All right. I truly hope that you enjoyed this series, this beginning, because this is number 1, as much as I did. We're going to do more dark cardstock, possibly some more black, for sure some craft cardstock. So if you're looking for ideas for that, we're going to be doing that as well. And I hope you'll tune in for every single one of them. Now, if you missed the foiling, and I so apologize because the foiling series should have been as exciting as this one, but I was sick through the whole thing and I did it anyway because it was amazing and I couldn't put it down because it was really, really cool. Anyhow, go back and watch those. The finale of the foil was me putting the foil on the shirt. And of course, it's upstairs because eventually I have to hand wash these things. Don't stick the foil in the washer and the dryer because it's going to get all funky and then you're not going to be happy with that. I can't decide. Awesome. Canada, good for ordering, or is it? I think that it's really, really expensive to send to Canada. I can look it up again, but I think it would cost you more in shipping than it would to just buy it where you live. But you can contact me privately afterwards, and I'd be happy to look that up and see what we can figure out. That's the thing that catches me is like, I'm just, a small time store on a rolling cart in my basement. So I don't have all those big business angles where I can send and ship outside the U.S., and I really wish I could. And Outlook is still bothering me. Your Outlook accounting settings are out of date, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'm doing a live. Shush. Get to that. Last minute, what's it about? What's going on? Okay, so tomorrow, the garage sale. U.S. only, PayPal only. If you want something, you type what it is, like the item, and the word sold all in caps. And the first person that I see on my side, in my lines, that types what it is and sold gets that item. I've got bags and boxes where I can put items in and label it with your name, and Lori's going to help me with that. Buyer pays shipping. So what you're going to want to do is keep in mind what you're purchasing and what kind of box you want to pay for shipping, and then, you know, buy to fill like that box or that bag, because that's the most efficient and like most least expensive way to do it. So I want to let you guys know that. That's going to start at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. So 1 o'clock my time in Wisconsin. Tomorrow. And we're just going to go until either I get too tired or we run out of stuff to sell. Anything that doesn't sell is either going to roll over into another sale, or I'll post it on Quality Crafts for my community to look at again, especially because there are going to be some people that can't attend. Lots of people have really great reasons, like, you know, getting together with family and church things and whatever, and that stuff is so super more important than a sale. Don't worry about that. I'll post anything that's left over for you guys. Oh, don't forget to check out Jen's Quality Crafts. Jen's Quality Crafts.blogspot.com. Lori writes our blog. She's getting really super good at it. The pictures are awesome, and the way she has everything set up, and there's great information in there. If you want to see what I'm doing on the side, you can check out my personal blog, and that is whatareyoufrafting.blogspot.com, and you can see like some hilarious and funny things that I post there, and sales and doodads and whatever I'm doing personally, like card challenge. Love card challenges. So there's always something exciting going on. How can you help this channel stay on the air? There's several ways that you can help out. One is by watching. Invite your friends. Watch all the time. Spend lots of minutes. That's what YouTube's looking for. They're looking for thumbs up, and they're looking for comments and interaction. And I love that. Another way you can do it is by joining our community on Facebook. Quality Crafts on Facebook. Join us there. Commitment free, drama free, nothing but inspiration. And if you want to bump up and support us monetarily, you can join us on Patreon. patreon.com/Quality Crafts. You can donate whatever you want per month, and that gets you into the private group where I do exclusive videos, where I create cards and do all kinds of stuff and talk to you guys, and the groups are even smaller, so you get a lot of one-on-one attention. They also get 12 digis around the year, actually more than 12, because I put out extras now and then, and those are all free to patrons only. So if you want to get in on that group and join the stuff that we're doing there, patreon.com/Quality Crafts. And I think that's about it. I like to put this stuff at the end of the video from now on, instead of the beginning, so that people that are watching and that are new can see that we hit the road running, and we start doing stuff, and then we end up with projects at the end. I hope you guys are having a good time, and that you're enjoying this video series so far. There's going to be at least 2 or 3, maybe 4 in this one. We're not quite sure. Still planning it out. Thank you, Susan Baker, so much for being moderator today. Always enjoy having you here, and always enjoy seeing all of you guys in here, especially you newbies, so hearts to the newbies. Love you guys. Couldn't do this without you, and I can't wait to see you guys next video.